Okay, while you are reading the disclaimer, I would also like to add on that any example used in this session is just solely for demonstration purpose. It's not a recommendation for buy or sell. Okay, so please don't treat it as a buy or sell recommendation. Yeah. Okay. So let's start the session. Before we proceed, first I would like to introduce myself. My name is Yong Cha Wang. I'm actually a client investment specialist in FSMOne. Okay, for those who are new, I'd like to explain our role a little bit. Our role as a client investment specialist is actually to share investment idea and also to share some and also to provide investment advice and also to help our investor to construct a portfolio that's suitable with their risk appetite. Okay, so you have if you encounter any issue, right, or you need any investment advice, you can always come to client investment specialist. Okay. So let me introduce to you our agenda today. So we'll talk about FSMOne main page, and then followed by FSMOne unit trust fund page, and then I also will share with you about the how to do the buy sell switch transaction, and also I will show you where you can view your holdings and pending transaction. Okay, and in this session also you will learn a little bit some important fund tools that will help you to, I believe will help you to do better in your decision making. Okay, so first of all we go to the main page first. Okay, so when you type www.fsmone.com.ny, right? This is the first page you will see. Okay, you will go to, by default, you will go to the new to fund FSMOne tab. Okay, so below the tab is the sub tab. We have why FSMOne, about FSMOne, explore FSMOne events, and talk to us. So I will briefly explain what are the content inside this sub tab. Okay. So when you go to the why FSMOne, right? This page is actually will tell you some of the advantage and will show you some comparison also, compare with our platform, compare with those traditional financial institution or even banks or agents. So you can also see what's the difference of the sell charge and what's the advantage of having all your investment under one platform. Okay, so you can have a look yourself later. So about FSMOne, right? This tab you will actually see or how we actually started the business, means mostly our history. Okay, how we started, how we spent our business to Malaysia, and then how and what are the milestones we have achieved, and then also you will see what are the license we have with register with the governing body here, like a Security Commission, Bank Negara, and then also like FIMM. Okay, and then next you will see when you go to the Explore FSMOne, in this page you will actually see what are the products we have. Okay, so you will see some brief introduction of all the products also. And then within the products you also have a link which will redirect you to the product page. Okay. So in FSMOne event, right, this is a page where you can see what are the upcoming events that we already confirmed, and then we were going to conduct it in coming session. Okay. So if let's say like what I told you, what I shared with you just now, if you want to talk to client investment specialist, okay, or if you have any issue with your investment account, right, you can always come to this page and look for the contact, and then you can drop us an email, and you also can use a live chat to chat with us. Okay. So Next, I will share with you about the fund page. This page is where most of the important information will be located lah. Okay. So when you click the funds button, right, the subtab you will see getting started, transaction, fund info, tools and calculators, and fund research, and help and services lah. So I briefly explain each of the tab. Okay, in getting started, this is especially important for some of the new joiner who do not have investment knowledge lah. Okay, here you can actually find some basic investment knowledge, and then you also can find some brief explanation of investment products also. Okay, so for those experienced investor, right, if they just open their account with us, right, here you also can you are able to find all the fees and services. You also can know about what is our rewards program, and if you like to transfer in your holdings, right, you also can find more information in the transfer in programs here lah. Okay, so next. Okay, later on I will cover this. This is the most important part where you need to come here to do your buy, your sell, your switch, and then to cancel your purchase order, and then also to download some forms lah. Okay, so I will explain later. So all the items here, right? Actually, you need to log in first, then you can access one lah. Okay, so I will explain later. I will elaborate further later on. Okay, next we go to fund info. So in this tab, right, actually, this is the page where you can find all the important funds information lah. Okay, for example, like if we have a new fund manager on board, right, you also can you also able to find from here. If there's a holidays declaration, right, you also can come to this holiday calendar to check for it lah. Okay, so some of the tools, right? Later, our like fund selector is one of the tools that later I will share with you. Okay, and then these are the tools and calculator. Some of the calculator or simulator is actually quite common tools, but I will share with you later our chart center and the switching calculator because this tool is important tools before you. To help you to make better investment decision. Okay. So fund research, this part is also a very important tab because here is where you can find all the research article, all the investment most recent write-up, and also you will see recommended fund and all the star rating for particular regions and the countries. Okay. And if let's say you are not very sure what is the you are not sure what is the how to go about all the transaction, or what is the particular information you want to know, right? You can actually go to FAQ, help and services, where there you can look for the FAQ. And also you can contact us. It will bring you back to the talk to us. This is actually a same page. So yeah, you can find our contact there. Okay. So the most important session today to buy, sell, switch, basically all the transaction. Okay. So I will share with you further. So first thing, let's buy. Okay, so I will show you using live demonstration. Okay, so I believe all of you now is able to look at the our website. Okay, this is a live website. Okay, first, like I said, if you want to do the transaction, you need to log in first. Okay, let me log into the account. Okay, once I log in already, this is the page you will see lah. See, you will still redirected to the main page lah. Okay, and then if you want to do transaction, you have to go to the funds page first. Okay. Here you will see all the getting started transaction, all that lah. Okay, so you need to go to transactions. Okay, to buy funds, you need to click the buy funds. Okay, when you click already, the important notice will be prompt lah. Okay, you can read and then you need to agree. Okay, once you agree already, okay, here you can actually there's a lot of method to search the fund that you want to buy. Okay, you can choose fund house lah, choose by fund house lah, select the funds already, then only you select the fund lah. Okay, for me, I prefer the more simpler way. So I will just click all funds. Okay, here at select the fund here, I will just click and then I'll just type the fund name. For example, if let's say I want to buy the principal Greater China lah. Okay. So once you click already, once you key in the principal already, it will already help to sort out all the principal fund already. Okay. So you can type more. Okay, so when you type greater, you can actually see the Greater China funds already appear here. Okay, so you just click it, it's selected already, and then it will be appear at the bottom. Okay, so it appear already. You have to make sure your investment type is a lump sum or RSP. Okay, here it will show you the normal sale charge lah. Okay, here you need to select the payment method. Okay, for payment method, right? Actually, you can pay online. Okay, online check or FPX or fund transfer is actually for a cash investment lah. Okay, you also can actually use your EPF account to invest. Okay, and then actually we have another payment method. Payment option is actually a cash account. So if you have money in the cash account, it will actually appear at this payment method. Okay, so if let's say I want to do online transfer, I just select this one, FPX. Okay, and then I need to select my currency. So investment amount, you need to make sure you key in. Let's say I want to invest 1,000, so I need to click add to cart. If let's say I want to add multiple fund in one purchase order, okay, before I check out, I can add the fund. If let's say I want to invest like principal Asia Pacific Dynamic. Okay, so when you type partial name already, it will come out already. It will appear here already. So you select the same, it will appear at the bottom. Okay, you need to select the payment method, MYR, and then key in the amount. Okay, add to cart. Okay, now I think these two funds sufficient already. Then go and check out lah. Okay, so you will see there's a notice prompt to inform you that now we actually will not accept any third-party payment. So you have to make sure, right, all the payment is done from your own personal bank account. Okay. Okay, so when you check out already, right, you will actually go to this page where you need to click the disclaimer. You have to read already, and then you click the disclaimer, and then you need to receive the OTP. Okay, the OTP will be sent to your SMS. Okay, let me key in first. Yeah. Okay, so for your information, it's only valid for 2 minutes. Okay, so you have 2 minutes to key in the OTP. Okay, then you need to confirm. Okay, once you confirm already, right, you will see your purchase order is here. Okay, so how to make the payment? You can either pay by FPX. You can also actually do the offline fund transfer. Offline fund transfer means you can log into your online banking, okay, online banking account. Then you just do the transfer to our agent bank. So later, I will try to show you where you can get the agent bank account, okay. So if let's say you just want to pay by FPX is actually more direct, okay. So once you click already, it will appear here. So you need to select the bank. For example, let's say I Maybank to you. Okay. So this one email you can put. You don't want to put also can. It's optional. Okay. So now I will proceed. When you proceed, right, it will be actually it will redirect you to your online banking. Okay. You need to key in your username, and then later on you need to key in your password one. Okay, so here you need to take note, right? Once you proceed with the FPX, right? If you halfway you cancel the FPX transaction, right? You are actually were not able to do the payment using FPX anymore. Okay, the FPX is only allow you to do once lah. Okay, so if let's say. So if let's say you are doing the FPX transfer halfway, right? And then you cancel, it will not allow you to do the second time already. Okay, so which means, right, if you want to proceed, right, you need to redo the whole purchase order. Okay, so if let's say you don't want to redo, okay, you can actually go to the holding page. Okay, you search back the purchase order. Okay, actually you don't have to search back lah. You just need to see what is the pending transaction there. Okay, it will remain there lah. Okay, so you can view pending transaction. Okay, so here you will see all the pending orders. Okay, okay, you click further this purchase order, you will actually see the fund that you already placed in the cart. Okay, so if let's say you want to proceed with this purchase order, right, you just need to do the offline transaction. Means you log into your online banking and then you do the transfer, but later on you still need to send us the payment slip. Okay, but for FPX it's actually automatically lah. So FPX you proceed already, you've done the transaction, right, it's actually automatically matched and then it will be transacted automatically. But this one, if you do the offline, right, you will need to send us the payment slip after you've done the transfer. Okay, if let's say you don't want to proceed with this purchase order, okay, you want to cancel. So here you can see void button, right? You just need to click the void button. So you confirm, you will cancel already. Okay, so just now I just cancel one fund anymore. So let's say you want to cancel both lah. So you can click back the purchase order and then you go to the void button and click again. Okay, so you confirm. So the purchase order is successfully voided lah. Okay. So if let's say you already make payment and is successful, right? You will actually see this page lah. Okay. You will actually see that your FPX payment information is successful. Okay. So after that, you just need to wait the transaction to complete lah. Okay. So this is all about the buy transaction lah. It's pretty simple lah. Okay, next we will go to sell transaction. Okay, sell transaction I will not able to show the live demonstration because you will be transacted lah. Okay, so but I really print screen all the steps to you. I will show you here. Okay, briefly explain. So to sell, right, you also need to go to the transaction. Okay, and then you need to click the sell or switch fund. Okay, once you click the sell or switch fund, right, you will actually see all the funds, all the holdings that you have, right. It will appear here. Okay, so at the bottom, if let's say you want to sell the Afin Hong Aiman Asia F Japan Growth Fund, okay, which you need to click the add to sell button, which highlight in yellow box. Okay, once you click already, right. You will see it become a gray color, which if you you change your mind, you can actually remove. You can click the button to remove from cell lah. Okay. So once you click add to cell, right, it will actually appear at the bottom of the holdings, all the funds. Okay. So it's the same. You need to key in. You need to select the received currency, and then you need to select the redemption method also. Okay. Redemption method means if you select cash account, right? So your redemption, your sell proceed will be actually go back to the cash account. Okay, and then if you select a cash management fund, you will actually park to cash management fund, which is a money market fund. Okay, it's our parking facility. Okay, if you select direct credit, right, your sell credit will be actually credit back to your bank account once the transaction is completed. Okay, so after that you need to know if you want to sell partial, right? You just key in the how many units to sell. If you want to sell all, you just tick the sell all. Then you proceed to add to cart. Okay, and then check out. Okay, so similar to the buy transaction, you will also need to click the disclaimer and then request OTP, key in the OTP and confirm. Okay, so once you confirm, right, your sell order will be successfully placed. Okay, after that, you just need to wait the transaction to complete and then the money will go back to you. Okay, so next, we will talk about switch transaction. Okay, hold on now. So in the switch transaction, right, it's actually similar to redemption transaction or sell transaction also. You also need to go to the transaction, and then when you click the sell or switch fund, right, it will appear this page lah. Okay, when you click add to when you click add to sell already, add to switch already, right, it will also appear the gray button. Okay, you also can cancel if you don't want. Okay, so the switch is a little bit different than the sell, which you have to select the switch buy fund first. Because switch is you want to switch your existing to other fund, so you have to at the switch buy fund. You need to select the fund that you want to buy, okay, switch into, okay, and then you have to make sure to key in how many units you want to switch into switch sell, okay. So the switch sell amount will buy to the switch buy fund, okay. You also can take note on the switching fee. If there is any, it will be shown here, okay. And then the details also to let you know that what is the initial investment required, okay. And then you can add to cart, and then the next step will be similar to buy sell transaction. You need to check out, key in OTP, and confirm, okay. So once you confirm already, the redemption the switch order successfully placed will be shown like this, okay. So this is a buy sell switch transaction, okay. So once you do successfully place all the transaction order already, right? You will need some time to complete lah. So where can you view your pending transaction, or where you can actually view your holdings, right? Once the transaction is completed, the unit will be reflected in your holding. So where you can view this holding and where you can view the pending transaction is actually pretty simple. When you log in already, right, at the right-hand side of the website, top right-hand side of the website, which is here, where my mouse is pointing. I'm not sure whether you're able to see it or not. Okay, at the top right-hand side. So when you click your name, right, it will appear here your name and the account number. So, okay, so when you click already, right, you will have drop down like this, and you just need to click your holding, so it will appear this whole page. Okay, when you click holding, right, it will appear this whole page. You are actually viewing your holdings. Okay, viewing your holdings means all the units is already successfully bought and reflected in the holding already. Okay, so you can see if there any profit or loss, you can see from here lah. Okay, so this is once your transaction completed, you'll be reflected here. Okay, if if let's say you want to view other things, right? Actually, I want to view this box, right? You can actually click on the box. It will have drop down for you select also. Okay, you can select view pending transaction or view historical transactions and so on. Okay, so when you click already, right, you can select view pending transaction. It will show you this page lah. Okay, if you have pending transaction, right, it will show at the bottom. Okay, so you want to know what the fund that is actually in the processing, right? Still under processing, right? You just need to click the purchase order number. So we will drop down and you will be able to see the fund name. Okay. When you see the status processing, right, you hear the action, you are not able to see the void and pay now already. So like what I show you in the live demonstration just now, when you go to pending transaction, if you don't want to proceed, right, you can actually see the void and the pay now button. So when it's in the process already, right, you're not able to void already. Okay. So this is how you can view your holdings and how you can view your pending transaction. Okay. So moving further, I will share with you about some important fund tools that we believe will actually help you in making a better investment decision before you start your investment. Okay. So in fund tools, right, it's actually there's two tabs is more important. So one is fund info, another one is tools and calculators. But I will just share with you the fund selector because fund selector is actually can help you to filter out and to help you to eliminate those funds that you don't want to invest. Okay, so I will show you where you can actually go about. So when you come to funds page already, right? You go to fund info, you have the drop down, you click the fund selector. Okay, so if let's say you want to know what are the best funds in our platform, and then you only want to see let's say the equity fund okay, and then let's say you just want to know in Asia, but Asia excluding Japan, so you just need to select the region that you want to view, and then the asset class that you want to view. Okay. Okay, so currency maybe we just limit to the MYR because we are investing in most of us will be investing using MYR, I believe. Okay, so after that you confirm already, you just generate the fund table. Okay, so you will appear here. You will appear at the bottom. So you will see 10, which is showing 10 funds. Okay. So let's say I just want to see just 10. And then how you can actually filter out some of the best performing. You can actually sort by this 5 years. Okay. Sort by the best one. And then you can just select the those with 5 years track record. Okay. Let's say you just select, you just click from what you have here, okay, and then you just display shortlisted, okay, so you will actually get rid of those you don't want to view, okay. Now you can further filter out with 3 years, okay, and then you can choose those like example just 3 of the best performing in 3 years time, okay, then you just display shortlisted. So this is actually how you can further filter all the funds okay. This is how you can use the fund selectors, okay. So next, I will share with you about the tools and calculator lah. So because of time constraint, I will just share with you the chart center and the switching calculator. Okay. So actually, fund selector here, right? You can further compare in chart center. Okay, when you click the compare in chart center, right, it will appear here. So it's actually the same. If you go tools and calculator to access to the chart center, this actually will be the same lah. Okay, so let's say you want to compare with the index also, you can actually search for index here. Okay, so it will appear at the bottom here lah. You add in lah. So here you can actually click 1 year, 3 years, or 2 years. Okay, so you will see all the chart performance. You also can compare accordingly lah. Okay, this is where you can do the comparison by chart forms. Okay, so this is chart center. And then next, I will share with you the important one of the important calculators you have to know, which is the switching calculator. Because some of the investor, right, they will like to do an intra switch because to switch from equity to bond. Let's say the market is not doing well, they want to switch from equity unit trust to bond unit trust, right? They need to know how soon or what are the charges. So before you do the switching, you can actually come here and do the calculator first. Okay. So here you need to select what is your investor status. Okay. So the fund name, if let's say I want to switch from Kenanga Growth Fund. Okay. So I just input the fund name. Okay. Please give some time. The page is loading. Okay, so now the name is inside already. Maybe let me enlarge a little bit. Okay. So the unit to switch cell, you need to key in the units. Let's say 10,000. Okay, you will appear the amount also. And then the switch by fund is just like let's say I want to switch into a Kenanga bond fund. Okay, so whether it's a new investment or subsequent investment, you need to choose. Okay, after that you just calculate. So you appear at the bottom. Okay, so if the redemption fee, it will show here, or switching fee. Okay, and sell charge, switch buy into the new fund, you will see whether it will charge the sell charge or not. Okay, let's say Kenanga Growth Fund, I switch into different fund house. Let's say it's principal Greater China, principal Greater China. Okay, so I just calculate. So you appear at the bottom here. So we see the switch sell lead time. Inter switch actually is a sell first, then only will buy. Intra switch actually the switch sell and switch buy will be done at the same day lah. Okay, generally will be done in the same day lah. Okay, but inter switch, right, will be like sell the fund first, then need to buy. But if you use inter switch, actually will be the time will be shorter a little bit compared to manual sell first, then only will buy lah. Okay, so but there will also be like some lag day lah. Okay, so here will show if the lag day will show here. So we'll use 2 days to complete the sell first, then only they will buy the Greater China. So if you're manual, right, probably you will need to wait for 5 minutes, say, for the sell to complete, then only you need to manually buy into this CIMB Greater China equity fund. Okay, so with the switching calculator, all the information will be shown here. Okay, So basically, these are all the important information, important tools that I'd like to share with you lah. Okay, the next is we will talk about recommended funds. Okay, so recommended funds, right, is actually also very important. So you need to go to fund research. Okay, here where you can locate the recommended funds and even our latest research article write up, and also you will see some star rating lah. Okay, so recommended fund is where our research already shortlist one or two funds for that particular region. For example, this Asia, excluding Japan. Okay, later you can explore by yourself. Okay, and then for the research article, this is where you can see all the recent write-up. Okay, and then yeah, all the articles you can find from here. And then also you can find if you want to know fixed income, you can select a category, and then we will all the article about the bonds will be appear here. Okay, so this is how they can locate the research article. And then for star rating, it's actually just a simple showing what is the region currently that's very attractive, less attractive or non-attractive. Okay, so yeah, you can see from here that the star rating for the particular region or countries. Okay, so basically this is the important part that of the website that I would like to share with you. Okay, if let's say you are not sure, you're still not sure what is the criteria, what are the transaction process, right? You can always go to this help and services, and then find the FAQ, okay, to find your answer lah. Okay, I believe all your inquiry will be also able to be found from our FAQ. Okay, so maybe let me show you a little bit. So in FAQ here, you can actually select the category. So these are all the category. If you want to know, like if let's say how to invest using the iAccount, so when you press it, it will appear here. Okay. So basically, this is pretty much about our website. And if let's say you're still pretty unsure what is how to go about everything, you are still not secure to do it yourself, you can actually go come to talk to us, and then go to the contact us page, right? Here you are able to find the general number, and then you also can drop us an email, and then or you can talk to our client service through the live chat. Okay. If you like some investment idea or investment advice, you like some portfolio recommendation, so you can drop us an email in the investhelp.my@fundsupermart.com. Okay, so listed here is our contact number, our general contact number. We have a branch in Kota Kinabalu, KL, Penang, and Johor Bahru. Okay, so this pretty much end our session today.